What's up guys, and yes, 2-year cycle have been completed after the first agreement signed between AMD and Samsung. In case you guys don't know, so after beating by Snapdragon, Samsung decided to get help from AMD because they are just master in GPU and graphics. And right now it is here to power Samsung's Exynos flagship chipset. Samsung's upcoming Exynos flagship chip, Exynos 1000 or whatever they called it, will indeed be its first chip based on its 5nm architecture, and also it's going to be the first chip to use AMD's GPU, and that GPU is actually led by a GFX benchmark. This GPU will be built on AMD's RDNA architecture, and looking at the scores, it absolutely blows and destroys the GPU of Snapdragon 865, which is currently the best GPU in the Android world. So AMD's GPU scores 181.1 frames in the Manhattan 3.1 test and 138.25 and 58 frames per second in STEC normal and STEC high testing. And if you compare this with the Snapdragon 865 GPU, so it's about 15% gain in AMD's GPU. And yet do keep in mind that it is in the current testing state, it's not finalized yet, and we haven't seen the Galaxy Note 20 yet officially announced. So with the Galaxy S21, there will be a lot, and I mean a lot of improvements on both the inside hardware as well as outside hardware. And in addition to the Exynos with AMD chip, Samsung is also working on Exynos 992 chipset, which is for the Galaxy Note 20. This is an upgraded version of the Exynos 990 and to fix all the issues we have with the Exynos 990, and also it is based on a new 6nm architecture. So this chip will surely going to be as efficient as the Snapdragon 865, if not better. And also speaking of some outside hardware things, so Samsung is ditching Samsung. BOE Chinese display maker is set to provide OLED displays for the iPhone 12 and for the future Galaxy S21 flagship. Yes, that is indeed freaking true. According to the report, Samsung has reportedly asked for the 6.67-inch display for the Galaxy S21 and its future Galaxy A91 smartphone. This is truly fascinating. BOE is the third display maker in the whole world, second to LG Display, and first on the list we have Samsung. And other than the display, Samsung is also making headlines in one more department, which is camera. Samsung's ISOCELL company is growing rapidly. They first announced 48 megapixel, 64 megapixel and 108 megapixel camera sensors, which we have inside the Galaxy S20 Ultra. But right now Samsung ISOCELL is working on 150 megapixel, 144 megapixel, 250 megapixel and 600 megapixel camera sensors. Yes, you heard that right, 600 megapixels, even higher than on the human eyes. And yes, I also know this is going insanely crazy, but here comes Samsung's strategical move. You guys remember before Samsung started to making camera sensors for smartphone, there was an aim for smartphone companies to retain the megapixels but making the camera sensors larger to capture more light in it. Same thing we have also seen in the Samsung smartphone. With the Galaxy S6, they introduced 16 megapixel camera sensor, but with the Galaxy S7, they reduced the megapixel amount from 16 to 12 megapixel. But now Samsung ISOCELL's aim is to make pixels smaller and making camera sensors larger and provide as much megapixels as they can. Now in this case there will be two advantages. One is that we have a higher megapixel camera sensor, meaning when we want to take shots with 108 megapixel resolution or 150 megapixel, we have a power to do that. But when it comes to overall good quality image with reduced file size, here comes smartphone's pixel binning technology. With the Galaxy S20 Ultra, they introduced 108 megapixel camera sensor, but the S20 Ultra only took 12 megapixel shots in the default state because it uses 9:1 pixel binning technology, meaning that 9 small pixels combine themselves into one large pixel, and then it will take overall better image with good dynamic range and all that stuff. But of course there will be no details like what you get with the 108 megapixel resolution sensor. And speaking of 600 megapixel sensors, so of course there will be no 9:1 pixel binning technology, but according to some reports, Samsung will use 24 by 1 pixel binning technology with the 600 megapixel camera sensor. But yeah, right now, take this with a pinch of salt. Samsung has just completed the development of 150 megapixel camera sensor, which will come in a Xiaomi smartphone later down the year. So maybe we could see 150 megapixel camera sensor with the Galaxy S21. Again, we don't know for sure, but when you take a look at this year, it seems possible. So yeah, AMD is finally entering the game. We finally got the flagship, Samsung flagship with AMD powered GPU. Hopefully with the Exynos 1000, Samsung will indeed be using ARM's stock Cortex cores instead of their BS Mongoose cores. So yeah, this is all on the Samsung news right now. Let me know, are you excited for the AMD and Samsung's partnership coming in 2021? And hopefully you enjoyed, so like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.